All right. And Warski followed me back. Huh,
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, you get that when you hang out with me. I mean, occasionally I do good things for people. So you sent me some talking points here. As everybody knows, I kind of stay out of the drama of Comicsgate these days. I do jump in when there's like a serious like just fuck up, but I don't
Right.
just jump in on person to person beef. So when I saw that Andy Warski was involved in some Comicsgate beef, I did look into it a little bit, but I didn't follow it, right?
Right. Yeah, I didn't either.
So we've got some
Until today.
Some talking points to ask about if he calls in. He's looking at calling in at the 10:30 mark. Oh, we're live. We're live. We've been talking. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'm actually really excited about our main topic this evening. Ice cream versus Skateman in a battle of who has the better costume. Who was more woke before woke was a thing? Who's stronger? Whose power is cooler? Number of issues appeared in, and other things that we might come up with in the cusp.
Are we going to talk about who would win in a fight?
Maybe we will. Probably at the main point of the show.
Because you know, I was already thinking about it. So.
Well, we're not going to go there yet. We're not.
We're gonna
come up with this stuff on the fly.
I've been thinking about it.
You might have been. I haven't been. I knew I was going to pick Skateman. I love Skateman. He will win all challenges. I'm confident.
To be fair, I googled. What did I Google? Weirdest comic book characters or stupidest comic book characters? Maybe both.
Okay.
And came across ice cream, and I was like, "This is."
I'm glad you took
this is just seriously. Too good not to bring up on the show.
I'm really happy with that. But for now, let's cut the cold open. Let's start the intro music. Let people get in here.
All right.
We'll see you back in just a few minutes, folks.
Hello?
Ain't no sunshine when she.
We just started the pre-intro. What do you do?
I just got here.
Mute yourself, goddammit!
Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Yeah, they can hear us.
Professionally shit around here, Denny. Damn. We love Denny. We're just fucking around.
Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. I know. But ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away.
The hottest new trend is here, and it's got everyone talking. What's spreading quick and makes you sick, infecting everyone? It's worldwide and many have died, but so much fun. You start to cough, then pass it off, and no one knows what to do but wash and clean and quarantine for Wuhan flu. Corona, corona, the virus infecting us all. Corona, corona, you cough and shake, then fall. There is no cure, it's not secured, pandemic soon begins. But don't be scared, just stay prepared when panic settles in. It's growing fast, so wear a mask, buy plenty of extra food. But don't wait long, it's soon to be gone, and now you're screwed. Corona, corona, the virus infecting us all. Corona, corona, so let's all sing along. Corona, corona, infecting everyone. Corona, corona, the worst is yet to come. Everyone's got corona, you're gonna get it too. Come on and get corona, Wuhan flu. The Coronavirus, brought to you by Michael Bloomberg. The Requiem of the Crazies comic book. Issue number 2 is now available for pre-order. Make sure to grab a copy before it's too late.
Gotta love the koofing.
Riker. I like the enthusiasm.
Hold on a second.
Well, this is going great.
There is the sixth dimension beyond that which is known to man. A multiverse as vast as eternity, as timeless as the Infinity Gems. It is the middle ground between the big two and the indie publishers, between sci-fi and mysticism, and it lies between the pages of the reader's imagination. At the summit of entertainment, the dimension of comics, where a humble service is held. We call this service the Gospel of Comics.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gospel of Comics. I am your host, The Church of Failure, and with me, as always, is my trusty co-host, Atomic Denny. I'm sorry, I mean Ayrton McCartney.
Hi.
Well, I'm also here.
How's it going tonight, gentlemen?
Sorry about the pre-show blunders on my part, guys. Everyone heard my roommate yelling at my dog. Everyone heard me pooping. Everyone heard me not aware the show had started.
We actually, this is the first show we've done a cold open in where we just hit live while we were bantering before the show started. And
yeah, that's what I was trying to come into. I was trying to come into the banter, the pre-show banter. Who fired me? Who fired me?
So apparently I have no control over my own show. Children in the background, I don't know what they're asking for or talking about.
Well, if I could, I would just like to say I'm very excited for tonight's show. I'm very excited about our special guest. He'll be here at 10:30.
Who do you
who
do you think's gonna win in the fight? Ice Cream or Skateman?
Ice Cream. What?
Oh,
you don't know? No, we're doing.
No, I don't know.
No, we're doing a back and forth. We both picked an obscure character this evening to pit against one another in a bout of character versus character. We have Ice Cream from the X-Men issue of Noxio the Clown, and
okay.
And we have Skateman going mono e mono.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I add one?
A mystery contender.
Oh shit!
I would like to add another obscure Marvel character known as Snowflame. He's a villain whose ice powers get stronger the more cocaine he does. I swear to God.
Damn it, Denny! That was
my
character for next week, Denny. Why do you got to ruin it for me?
Well,
I'm
Chad
sorry.
in the chat says Lube Man beats everybody, so
we haven't gotten to Lube yet.
Snowflame. I think Andy Warski might be Snowflame.
Don't dox him, Denny.
See,
Jesus
that's why
Christ.
I thought you brought this up.
Don't
What?
dox him, Denny.
Huh?
Damn.
What? What'd I do?
You
What'd I
doxed
do?
him. You doxed Snowflame. Now
Oh,
everybody
Andy?
knows his secret identity.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is going fantastically, folks. This is
I
exactly
thought
how
I
I
was
planned this to
actually in
be here.
trouble.
I mean, you might be if this keeps going the way it is.
Hey, I did my job. I got Warski here.
He's not here yet. You still
Not
might
yet.
You still might be fired. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, he said he had to go to the shower and do some stuff for his pop. So, whatever that means. I hope they're not one and the same. I hope he doesn't have to do some stuff for his pops in the shower.
God damn it. Jesus Christ.
I'm just working with the material I got here.
See,
Do we have a
and you
gunshot
think
on the
I'm
soundboard?
a horrible degenerate?
Do we need a gunshot on the soundboard? Am I that bad?
We do. I need a gunshot on the soundboard.
What's
I mean, I can do an
everybody?
impromptu thing. Hold on.
What's everybody drinking tonight?
Oh man, if you
Guinness.
keep going, I'm gonna break into the Lagavulin, Denny.
Okay, I'll stop talking.
I was completely fine before the show started. I was like, I'm gonna maintain my composure. We kind of have a bigger guest than either one of us coming on the show, and well, now you're here, and I'm rethinking my decision.
Oh, come on. I've been
just
pretty good.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
I know. I love you.
But anyway, like we were talking about before the show started, we've got a very interesting idea that we came up with because, well, everybody's bored out of their goddamn minds. I live in one of the last 8 states to not have a shelter in place, so we're doing good there. But everything that I could possibly do that isn't going to work and going home is closed. So the only difference between me and someone with a shelter-in-place order is I still get to go to work.
Same here.
I don't know.
I mean, my life hasn't really changed. I've been playing Doom for the past 2 weeks.
I'm just saying,
I just
man.
beat it today.
Okay, all right. I've got
very happy.
If a shelter-in-place order comes, I've got a copy of GTA 5 to break in.
Nice. Yes, that's a
there you
great game.
Yeah, I'm gonna Trevor it up all around whatever city that is. I'm gonna play the stock market while wearing a dress. It's gonna be great.
Real talk, Trevor is the best storyline in that game.
I mean, he's
the best character.
He's so damaged.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, playing Trevor makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it would be hard to get that bad in life. It would really be. You'd have to try to be that bad at living. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe. But anyway, we were talking about a new kind of format, just something to try a little bit. We're going to try and get the audience involved a little, maybe the Twitter sphere, put up some polls and let people pick some characters over time. But for right now, just as first run, we wanted to be as ridiculous as we possibly could. So I'm pretty sure Ayrton picked the most ridiculous character that he could find. And why don't you introduce him to us, Ayrton?
Oh, my pleasure. Yes, I spent a good 20 minutes digging through various lists of ridiculous comic book characters.
I dedicated a whole 1/3 of an hour to this topic.
Well, my lunch break's a half an hour, so I needed 10 minutes to eat something, and then the other 20 to dig
the
through
math
this.
works out.
It does. Call Andrew Yang. Let him double check it.
And I actually stumbled And I actually stumbled across ice cream probably in the first like 5 minutes, but I was like, okay, this is probably the one, but I need to be sure. So I wasted 15 minutes, and I discovered this amazing gem, who appeared, I believe it's 1983 in X-Men Obnoxio the Clown,
Mm-hmm.
and
Obnoxio
his
#1.
superpower is he can turn into any flavor of ice cream he wants, including a banana split.
Well, that's handy.
And
I mean, he probably goes over well at parties, right?
Exactly.
Does it hurt him? Does it hurt him when they're eating him? Can he feel it?
Nobody ate him.
I don't think anyone ate him.
He only appeared in this one issue, Denny.
Well, he turns into ice cream. What do you?
He hasn't appeared anytime else besides this one issue.
You know it'd be crazy if he turned into ice cream, but then he could turn back. So, like, after you ate him, he's, like, missing an arm, but he's like, you ate people. That would be his power.
Which I imagine that's what he would do. But his whole thing is... Well, he's a mutant, actually. And so his whole thing is he's pissed at the X-Men because they have cooler powers than him. So that's his character motivation.
I love that.
So I think he's a top contender for tonight.
Okay. So, you mentioned,
what are the offensive capabilities of his power? What can he do to like?
Oh, we'll get into that. I don't want to lay all my cards out on the table up front, Denny.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure we're going to get into that because I'm not sure he has any offensive capabilities, Denny. Or Ayrton, I'm sorry. I keep getting you two confused because I plan to replace one of you with the other, and you don't know yet. Why am I still talking? Anyway, but no, let's get into it. Like, first off, I read the issue. I've read Obnoxio the Clown.
Character first.
Well, hold on. I've read you made a statement. Okay. You got to back it up. I've read Obnoxio the Clown, and I don't think I recall Ice Cream having any actual offensive capabilities, sir. You care to back that up at all?
Think.
Okay.
Well, see, there was a key phrase that I said when discussing his power set.
Okay.
And it's really only a defensive capability against Skateman, and that's the banana split. So if he can turn himself into a banana split, that means Skateman's going to slip on the bananas and go careening into traffic and get hit by a truck, and Ice Cream will win.
Okay.
Okay, but how does he fight Snowflame?
Well, hold on. We're not talking about Snowflame. You spoiled Snowflame. You can't have it. It's mine. I got to introduce Skateman.
I can't have Snowflame?
No, I picked him before you even knew this was a thing.
You picked Snowflame? I thought your guy was Skateman.
For next week, I mean. Damn it.
Damn it, Denny. You're making me go through my beer too quick.
All right, I pick the Jokester. How's that? I pick the that version of the Joker that was a good guy named the Jokester, and he died in like an issue. Remember him?
I don't. You can tell us about it.
Well, I'll pick
tell
him.
You about Skateman.
Go for it.
All right. So, Skateman is considered an oddity by the comic book community. It's a one-off by Neil Adams, and I'll be damned if it isn't the weirdest fucking comic that I've ever seen in my life. And that's saying something. I mean, let's be honest. I've seen a lot of comic books. So let me get it pulled up here. I'll give you guys a guess as to what Skateman's power set is. Just based on his name.
He can...
Go ahead.
He can skate.
How be
he
damned,
can skate
Denny.
Real good.
Denny got it right on the first guess. No questions.
Oh my God.
He also has denim short shorts. I would have accepted that as well.
Which, by the way, this is going to be my Comic-Con costume. So you're welcome, everybody. You can thank church for that. I will be posting pictures on
You know-
social media.
He claims
You
it's
know
a
what's an
costume.
interesting
This is
point?
just what he wears every day.
You're
guys.
You're not
Well,
not
that's
going
besides
to.
the point.
You know what's an interesting point? You're not going to Comic-Con as ice cream.
Well, it's hard to turn myself into ice cream to go to Comic-Con.
What is ice cream's costume? Because I have not seen it. What's he look like?
I'll pull it back up when I get done introducing Skateman.
It's just like blue spandex. His costume's kind of lame.
It's
but
kind of
I'll give church
a
that
lamer
one.
version of what's his name from the God damn it. Not
I'm
the
picturing
Eternals.
the Guardian.
No. Think about
the Guardian.
No.
the Inhumans. Who's the leader of the Inhumans?
Thinking-
Black Bolt. Think Black Bolt, but not as cool.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna
all
say
right.
think Frozone from The Incredibles, but a darker blue and not as cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Both
okay.
apply.
Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awful.
Skateman in his red T-shirt, fingerless gloves that leave his fingerprints everywhere. His signature roller skates, not even inline rollerblades. He's on the 4-wheel roller skates. My
And
character,
the pouches.
My character,
Well, he's not inline man.
he's such a goody two shoes. He makes Captain America look like a chump. He enlisted right as the Vietnam was starting off, and got out of the military as soon as he could. But with all the atrocities and the tragedy that he'd seen, he decided that he was going to join up with a roller derby gang because that's completely heterosexual and is totally something
gonna
straight
say-
men do.
Skateman, you said Skateman enlisted in Vietnam. He sounds like a conscientious objector to me. That's
He's not. He
sounds
enlisted.
like the kind of guy that moved
He
to
en-
Canada.
He enlisted. He did a tour and he got out as soon as he could. But he was so scarred from Vietnam that he had to take his mind off of it by joining a roller derby team. Because again, that was the #1 top hobby for straight men in Skateman's area.
Hey man, we've all been there.
No,
If
we
I had a
haven't, Denny.
nickel for
I
every
haven't
roller
been there.
derby team I joined. If I had a nickel for every time I was upset and I was like, I just need to go play roller derby.
What, you don't do that, Denny?
No, I do that. That's what I'm saying. I'd be rich.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I believe it. Anyway, he joins a roller derby team until suddenly he engages in the most homoerotic back and forth with his best friend and cohort, in which seems like an out of character BDSM scene. And you see them exchanging blows. Harder, right. So right here on the left-hand side of your screen
And
there.
Church is not making this up. This
I've
is
got it
too
on
stupid
screen.
to not make up.
Yeah, I've got it on screen.
Okay.
And then his friend falls and breaks his neck. Basically dies because one of the wheels on his skates
bummer.
fell off. And Skateman
Wipe
blames
out.
himself. He blames himself. He befriends a small Hispanic child named Paco. He defends Paco and raises him as, the story somehow suggests that Paco doesn't have a father figure, which is very racist. Not as racist as midway through the book. Skateman calling Paco a racial slur.
The grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the grandma.
No, I'm talking about Skateman using the racial slur in the middle of
Right.
the book.
Forgot about it.
Coincidentally, this is also the backstory of Surf Shack Tito from Rocket Power.
Oh, is it?
No, it's not.
But in the midst of all of this, Skateman assumes a superheroic role as defender of migrant workers because he feels bad for calling a Hispanic child the bean word.
Are you fucking serious? That's his backstory. He feels guilty for saying the bean word.
Well, that and his best friend and his girlfriend died.
Well,
and in the pressure of
seems
all
to be
that,
something
he used a
more to be
racial
upset about.
epithet, and the racial epithet drove him over the edge to become a superhero.
It was the straw that broke the camel's back. I let myself down one too many times.
It was.
Yeah, the camel that broke the straw's back.
That's correct. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with this character. This is Skateman, everyone, and I'm pretty sure that with his martial arts that he's been training since he was a child, like Batman, and with his ability to rollerblade very exceptionally well, that he will be the chosen pick at the end of the evening. And that is my character.
All right. Okay.
You got to
Do
send
I
me
get a
something.
turn, or is
Yeah,
it
you got to send
strictly-
me something to pull up.
All right. I'm going to ask you to Google search Mac Afro.
I say
and
you got to
pull
send
up
me
Mac
something.
Of course
Afro.
he's gonna.
Oh wait, no, he's calling in. He's calling in, like literally.
Yeah, I'm calling in. I can't do anything. So you really
I'll pull up Mac Afro. Hold on.
Mac Afro
Continue
is
your thing.
hilarious. All right, so Mac Afro is basically James Bond. If James Bond was a black pimp and the space, he's in space.
Wait,
Isn't James Bond a black pimp?
No, James Bond with a fucking big ass afro and space weapons, like it's fucking Mass Effect, but Mass Effect takes place in the space 70s. That's Mac Afro. He can do anything.
70s.
Yeah, the space 70s. He's got hot hose. He's got a laser pistol. He's got an afro. I think he's got a laser afro.
Wait, I thought you
pin.
were picking the jokester.
I changed my mind because Mac Afro's much cooler.
Wait a minute. You don't get to change your mind because somebody's cooler.
Are you just
I don't get to
Are
pick
you just
Mac
picking
Afro.
it because the publisher is called Atomic Basement?
I
No,
did not know that's what it was called.
Wait,
but I am
Atomic
Benny,
Basement.
and I am
Isn't that
calling
the-
from my basement.
Isn't that the company that the guy like shit on EVS from this week? Atomic Basement.
Maybe I don't
Is it?
know. Is that it? Is
Oh,
that
come
really
on,
it?
copy you.
Yeah,
Fucker.
send me the
There we go.
link. This could be some interesting tie-in drama. Are you aware of what I'm talking about, Denny?
I'm vaguely
What?
aware of what you're talking about. I didn't realize it was the same publisher as Mac Afro. I picked Mac Afro because I think he's a funny character.
Well, the image is being sent to you right now, and it's being slow as shit. And then I'll look up the publisher of Mac Afro.
If that's true, that's interesting. That's weird. I didn't realize that. But anyway, Mac Afro, space pimp, almost certainly does cocaine. Hot hose, laser pistol, spaceship, Mac Afro.
Denny,
I
do you
rest
have
my
a
case.
problem that you need to talk to us about? Like you referenced a lot of comic book characters and cocaine lately. Like
Well, it's like wrestlers, like how steroids makes wrestlers cooler, cocaine makes superheroes cooler.
does it though? I mean,
It does. It
okay,
does.
all right.
You were
Okay.
adamant about picking Snowflame. I
Well,
assume
that was
that's
because
he's cool.
It is
And you
because
know
he's cool.
why
but,
he's cool?
you know,
Because he does cocaine.
You can't steal my bit like that, though. I'm gonna have to fire you and hire Ayrton.
Well, that's why I picked someone else. I picked someone else.
Well, Safari is not letting me access atomicbasement.com or atomicbasementcomics.com.
Use Chrome. Use Mozilla.
I'm on.
Use Brave.
I'm on an.
He's
I'm on
on
an
an
iPad.
iPad. I'm the only one that's on this show that actually is sitting at a computer.
Yeah, Atomic Basement comic shop owner Mike Willem threatens to blow Ethan
Really?
Van Sciver's fucking face off your skull,
That is
bounding
the
into
dude.
comics.
Holy shit. You know what? Mac Afro should lose. He's a little bitch.
Well, hold on. Let me see if any of
Here,
this.
I'm sending you the article. Hold on.
Mac Afro,
Okay.
Mac Afro,
There,
Atomic
in
Basement
the,
comic
show
book.
suggestions.
When was it published? See, Denny, like we have all this information about our characters. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right. So you got something to suggest there?
What
Yeah.
what I do wrong?
Oh, you don't
What I
know
do
when
wrong?
you don't know when this was published. You weren't able to tell me.
I believe it. I'm sorry, I was muted. I was lighting a cigarette. I believe it was published. I'm gonna say in the late '90s, or I'm gonna actually say around 2003,
2001.
2004.
2001.
Okay.
But it was by Atomic Basement
That counts as the late
Entertainment,
'90s, right?
so it's not Atomic Basement Comics. It just shares the same name coincidentally.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Mac Afro's still in the running. Space Pimp, Laser Gun, Hose.
Space Pimp, Laser Gun, and Hose.
Yes, those are my points.
I mean, you make a solid argument, sir. I'm just wondering if he's going to win out in the wokeness category when we bring that up later.
He's a person of
Ooh.
color. He empowers women.
Look.
He frees sex slaves.
Look, Skateman
Oh,
fights
he's
for the
woke.
rights
He's
of migrant
woke, sir.
workers. He is so woke, he fights for migrants even though he isn't one.
But
Mac
but
Afro
Ice Cream.
frees space people of color from enslavement.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yes,
He
but
is-
Ice Cream, he is even rejected within his own oppressed group.
This is true.
So
But
that's
he
like
can make
double
himself
oppression
ice
right
cream.
there.
Well, it doesn't matter how woke you are. At some point, you got to know how to fight. 'Cause he can make himself ice cream.
Well, yeah.
But again,
Sorry,
banana
Ayrton,
split.
I'm not pulling punches.
You
I'm not pulling
guys
punches.
No, banana
Ice cream
split. You
sucks.
slip on the banana.
That's not gonna work. Mac
It's
Afro.
gonna work.
you-
I've watched many old cartoons and every episode of the Three Stooges. It works.
Mac Afro is cut. You think he's going after some banana splits? He don't give a shit. He wants a protein bar and to fuck.
No, but see, it's a sneak attack. Mac Afro be
So you're
chasing
saying
him
I-
like
it's
down
like
an
a-
alleyway.
It's like a trap
How do you-
in Mario.
How are you
Kart, I
so
don't
sure?
even-
that-
Exactly.
How are you so sure about Mac Afro's desires, Atomic Denny?
Did I just cut? Did I just get lost?
No. I'm asking. How are you so sure that Mac Afro wants a protein bar and a fuck? Like,
'Cause look
have
at
you
this
had this
dude.
come?
He's cut.
Are you sure he doesn't want
He's
like a
jacked.
Greek yogurt or like a Slim Jim? Maybe.
Listen, dude.
Maybe some beef
You're not
jerky.
a space. You're not a space pimp if you're not banging hoes.
I mean,
and
if he's a
seeking
space
energy.
pimp, he definitely wants some
See-
tang, right?
See,
Well, I mean, but Tang is healthy.
but
The commercial
Denny,
says
you're not
so.
taking into account. You're not taking into account that Ice Cream is a villain, so he fights dirty. So
Mac
he's gonna have
Afro is.
he's gonna have Mac
fights
Afro
for
chase.
nobody.
Hold on. He's gonna have him chasing after him down an alley. He's gonna turn a corner, immediately turn into that banana split. Mac Afro's gonna turn, hit that banana, go sliding into a dumpster. Ice Cream's gonna light a cigarette and throw it in the dumpster, and it's gonna blow up, and Mac Afro's gonna be dead. And he'll be singing the Montgomery, Alabama national anthem or whatever.
I keep cutting out, guys. Let me go and try and take care of some shit, and I'll join the
Okay.
call.
All right.
I missed like your whole spiel, but what I'm gonna say is, Ice Cream's a bitch. He can't beat anybody, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it, Ayrton. You're fine.
I don't know. I think the chat's gonna agree with me.
All right. We'll see you when you get back, Denny. I think he made a halfway valid point. I don't think Mac Afro could beat Skateman, and since he's not here to defend himself, I'm going to shoot on him now. So, so basically, Skateman, right? He's just going to get a wire and do that thing that they do in the Star Wars movie where they, swing around and around and around and tie somebody up with like a cable or something. That's what Skateman's going to do to all of his opponents,
Oh, right.
hands down.
Good move.
I mean,
We forget he has nunchucks, too.
not only that, but he only has like the one weakness, and that's a 2x4 directly to the face, which I want to talk about now. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Just probably my favorite weakness.
Huh?
That's probably my favorite weakness.
Yeah, like, go ahead and get this pulled up here. See, he's beating the shit out of like 8 bikers at once. Wrong thing. There we go. 8 bikers at once, and then all of a sudden, he gets like bashed in the face with a 2x4 so hard that the 2x4 breaks while he's skating at full speed. And if it weren't for the Hispanic kid that he had recently called names, taking him to his grandmother's house, then Skateman might not have survived the oncoming beating because he got bashed
No,
in the
I
face.
definitely.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I definitely see how he would beat Mac Afro.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you're a bitch.
yeah. That's right.
What I miss? What did I come in on? The battle scenarios?
No. I was just talking about Skateman's one and only weakness, which is the first category that I want to pull up and judge our characters on. Skateman only has one weakness, and that is a 2x4 to the face.
Mac Afro could do that.
But is he fast enough to get Skateman on his skates? See, Skateman here is shown outclassing 8 motorcyclists, which, I mean, for one, proves that he has superhuman speed.
Space pimp, cocaine, hose. That's what I got to say to that.
You need more than that, Denny.
No, he's a space pimp, so you know he's down. He's banging hose all the time, so you know he's in shape. And he's on that cocaine, so he's at least as fast as 8 motorcycles.
See, but you forget all the STDs that he
no,
has.
hold on.
That's bringing down his
Hold
power.
on, Ayrton.
No, this is like the
I agree with Denny
Federation,
on this.
Ayrton. There is no disease.
I agree with Denny on this one. The cocaine would make him as fast as 8 motorcycles. So
Exactly.
I concede that point.
So that's my counterpoint.
What's Mac Afro's weakness?
I don't know. White
This is
women?
your character. Fat ass white women.
Yeah, that's it. You got to get one of those out there to distract them.
There's actually one of
Okay, so
those
then,
in
Ice Cream.
Skateman. There's one of those in Skateman.
Well, then
All
so
right.
ice cream will just turn into 2 giant scoops of vanilla ice cream to simulate a fat white ass.
We need. I wish we were on Stream Me so we could have chat vote on this.
I can put up a poll on Twitter
we can have
after
them
the
vote.
episode. But
Well, no, just do 1 for Skateman, 2 for ice cream,
No,
3
we'll
for Mac Afro.
We'll do a Twitter poll. I don't want your slanted chat. You bought bots. You bought bots, Ayrton.
There's
bought
4
bots for
people in the
ice
chat.
I agree. I agree with Denny on this.
And one of them's me.
I'm with Denny on this one, Ayrton. Nobody would watch this.
You bought chat bots, Ayrton, and we all.
Okay, Danny, we all know that I don't know how to buy chat bots.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would say.
Somehow this turned into Denny versus Ayrton Bloodsport. So I'm okay with it. Fight for my entertainment, monkeys.
Denny, my car has power nothing. You think I know how to buy a chat? Everything in my car is manual. I have to pull up the radio antenna by hand. You think I know how to buy a chatbot?
Ayrton, I draw pictures with my bare hands using nothing but paper and graphite. You think that I know how to buy chatbots? Are you trying to get into who's more archival?
Yes. I agree.
I think archaic is the word.
Fuck you, chatbots, Ayrton.
Oh Jesus. That's funny. I agree with Ayrton on that last point, though. By the way, I've seen you draw on digital mediums. You can buy chatbots more than he could.
How do you think I learned? How do you think I learned? This is bullshit.
Look, I'm a fair host.
Oh, it looks like our guest is in the general.
Oh,
Is he?
all right. Well, let's give him a.
I told him to hop into show chat.
I'll pull him. I'll just pull him in.
Or-
There he is,
Okay,
Mr.
cool,
Andy
do it.
Warski.
Yo, what up? You hear me?
Yeah, you
Hey.
sound good.
Guys, how you doing?
Oh.
Yeah, what up here? I'm just gonna retweet this. How you guys doing?
There you go. Yeah, let
Good.
me.
How are you, man?
I'm sorry for being late, guys. I ended up passing out today. I've been playing Resident Evil 3 Nemesis all day.
I don't blame you.
I heard it's good.
It's great. It's fucking great. Yeah, people say it's short, and I guess I'm near the end, but it's very the intensity of it and how freaky it is, and just how constantly stressed out you are. It takes a lot out of you, in my opinion.
Is there an X gonna give it to you
Sorry,
mod
yeah.
already, or?
There has to be. There's already the nude Jill mods and shit, because they made it during the when the demo was out.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, that's what I was up to today. Then I passed out and I woke up at like 9:30. Like, where am I? Like, oh shit, the show.
oh, you're good, man. We definitely appreciate you stopping by. I mean, it seems like
We were unusually early today, so don't feel bad.
All right, cool. That's good.
It seems like you popped into to Comicsgate and then you immediately found a niche that pretty much renders Comicsgate like null and void at this point.
I'm gonna tweet out that I'm here. By the way,
I don't know if everybody in my chat watches the kill stream, but if you want to explain to everybody what your new corner of YouTube has become, please feel free because everyone will be envious.
Yo, I was like thinking about so I'll explain it first. So here we could talk about if you're down for talking about this, because this quarantine, right?
Yeah,
it's like everyone online is losing it.
Yeah, man. Like,
me and Quartering fighting for 48 hours about a hat joke. Like my dramas used to be so epic. They were about like women and and fighting and drugs and guns. And then it's like, what's your new drama? Me and Quartering got into it about a hat. I made fun of his hat.
Yeah, I like the quartering.
A little bit of a downscale.
I like the quartering sometimes for some of his content, but man, that is a really cringy hat.
And you have to watch him on 2x speed.
Yeah.
It's not like I hate the motherfucker for wearing
a
hat that says meme war veteran.
But you kind of do.
That's at least as bad as Kekistan.
Okay, no.
You get to laugh at it.
You're 100% right on that.
Like, you get to laugh at it. That's kind of the rule. But
Andy, something I did want to ask you, because I think you brought it up on your tweet earlier. Did you watch any of this WrestleMania with no crowd and how awkward and weird it was?
I've seen some people make videos. I actually haven't seen the actual fights themselves. Are they really bad?
I
dude,
can't.
It's so weird. It looks like they're practicing. It's so odd.
Well, I don't think it's like add sweetness to go. Look, I know there's no audience and this is obviously fake, but like add some sound effects in post.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or some green screen and audience in there, like from 1983, right?
Yeah. You have all this CG and shit. You have augmented reality and stuff. You could do a fake audience. Like, I know it's like, it's cheap. Or you can have some sort of like interactive thing where people watch from home and on their phone on an app, they could hit the cheer button or boo. and it's sort
Yeah.
of like metered or something, like through a
Yeah.
processor. That would be fucking
That's a-
cool. I just thought of that. I'm brilliant. Like that's
Yeah,
an
you're
amazing
welcome.
That's
idea.
a great
Yeah,
idea.
you're welcome for that.
I should
I won't even charge.
20% off the top,
That's right.
right to
That's
the
right.
Gospel Comics over here.
So yeah.
yeah, sorry.
Oh no, you're good, man. Your new corner of YouTube you described on the Ralph Retort this past week. You have fallen
Yes.
into pretty much every single man's dream job. Your job.
Yo, I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, your job
No,
now
you
consists
can-
of reviewing video games and amateur pornography. I'm just waiting for you to get the pie sponsorship, and you'll be over it. Like you just need a sponsorship for like pie, and you'll have every man's like wet dream at your fingertips.
Yo, I'll do some pies, some snacks and shit. I'll just some beer too.
Can you hire me as an apprentice?
Yo, when I have a business going, we'll talk. Yo, I'm gonna keep the lines open. I'm gonna probably need some help with this because I was thinking about this too.
I'm down.
I haven't been happy with what I've been doing for a long time. Not even just like from all the drama, but like even the anti-SJW stuff. Okay, we'll explain this real fast and then we'll rewind. What I'm doing now, I is an OnlyFans reviews where girls send their pictures or whatever. And I have it on my next episode. It's like the worst OnlyFans that I've seen. It's more on the mean side, right? It's some hot. Dude, there's one girl sent me yesterday. It wasn't like the girl who sent me like said, "Holy shit, Andy, you have to check this out. It's terrible." She goes like, and I checked it out and scarred me, dude. Like it was like, yo, brutal, right? It was really bad. And then
can I send you mine to review?
yeah, of course. A review copy, which by the way, I've gotten actual. It's been confirmed already and actually sent already. But a few girls who are actually like, it's not like meant to be a mess or funny or mean. Actual hot chicks that have been sending me their stuff, right? Well, I mean, they're thanking me like, oh, so I'm gonna do ones the ones that if you are in the quarantine and want to are thinking about checking it out, I'll let you know if it's worth it. And I want to give criticism to these girls. Like one chick, her bed was always not made. Like the bed, you know what I mean? I'm like,
hold on,
and your bed's not made. Now I'm thinking like that I could like come a lot faster if your bed's made.
That could be like 14,
I'm
15
philosophically
seconds.
opposed. Well, hold on.
Andy,
I'm philosophically opposed to making the bed though, because who ties their shoes after they take them off? You see, I'm planning on being back in there in a few hours if I'm lucky.
Look, man, you got to take the critique for what it is. The man's a master of an art. Look, he's got the job, not you. Shut the fuck up.
Andy,
here's what I think. It's like if the bed's not made, it's like who's been fucking you? I want an made bed. You're to do this for me,
right?
See, I thought of all these things. I've thought of all these. I'm going
Andy,
deep, and it's a funny idea.
Denny, go ahead.
You realize with the kind of content you're making now, like you might get offers for like companies to send you sex dolls and shit to review.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm in.
I'm
100%. I'm going deep.
Oh, you take a sex doll, then you would totally review a sex doll.
Oh, 125%. Yeah, like, dude, I'm going.
We all
like,
would.
I have angles that's also not only like fan stuff. Some other stuff that I'm going to be reviewing that's funny, but the meat and potatoes will be this angle. And people have already like suggested I do reviews of like porn or fucking hentais and shit. So I'm like, I have like the way I present it. It's not just me going, yeah, it sucked or yeah, it's good. Obviously, my style. If you watch my video, I'm just like joking around a lot. The girls also understand I'm gonna be shitting on them too. Like I'm like, there might be a few like jokes, just don't get offended or whatever, right? And they're like, yeah, for sure, no. And it helps them out too, right? Like what do they get out of it? Like these are girls who have like 200 followers, right? But they're really fucking hot. And now they have guys who are like, yo, you're interested? You can go follow. Yeah. So it's it's payback for them too. It helps out. I don't know. I think. What do you guys think about this idea? Did you see the episode? Do you think it's
No, no.
like,
I haven't seen
I
it
think
yet.
the next
No, I
step for
think this
you.
is a
Hold on.
brilliant niche you've moved in.
I think the next step for you is to get that sponsorship where you have the Andy Warski discount code, right? Where when you're signing up for the OnlyFans, you put in code Coomer Warski, and you get like 15% off,
yeah.
right?
There you go.
Some people suggest,
and then you get a little cutback on that end, right? Right.
You use the Adam and Eve code Warski Race War
I was
now
thinking
for 20%.
Yeah, but my video's at like what 8,200 views and growing, and I've been like
it's doing really well.
Subs
Yeah,
and losing subs.
Yeah,
like I've been gaining my subs. I've been losing. It's people who used to watch me during the anti-SW days. People who just hate me from the drama, and then like the political people, right?
Or people
this
that
is,
are
like,
upset that you're not
different.
People that are upset that you're not like cavorting around Florida, pulling a gun out on people. Like there were a lot of subscriptions that came there, and now that people are realizing that you're actually a sane human being.
Well, people are like joking around. When's the next implosion and shit?
Yeah.
But this time I've learned a lot. I'm honestly happy, to be honest with you guys, with all that shit that happened. I'm happy that all happened because it was so negative for me. And like those last, like the month after I came back from Florida last year, I was at my worst. Like I was so like I can't even describe how I felt for months of emptiness. You know what I'm saying? And then it was sort of like, okay, I have to find what makes me happy. You know what I mean? And it was
So
like one day at a time. And I tried a lot of returns with like those rap songs, the live shows, this and that. And then I was like, you know what? I miss doing filming myself and thinking of how to be funny to a camera and then editing the video. And then I forgot what it was, but the whole iDubbbz Anicia thing was like happening. And I'm like, what if I just do a review of her OnlyFans? That's a pretty funny idea. And then I was like, that's funny for a series, actually. And then the girls started messaging me and all that stuff, and people love it. And I was like, okay. And then so the last few days has been scrambling and sort of writing all the ideas and getting everything ready. I've been very, and then at the same time doing Subcultured. So today was playing Resident Evil all day, and sort of like now, like after I'm on this show, I'm gonna finish it and then write the script up for Subcultured, make that documentary tonight, tomorrow release that, and then start working on the next Warski thing, which I already have planned. So it's non-stop making videos now. Like my life is that.
Now, before you get in there, Danny, real quick, to take it a step back further from that while we're on this payo. Before you did that, before iDubbbz basically labeled himself as the anti-iDubbbz that he used to be, and just painted a target right on his goddamn forehead, you had started to do Reliable Source with Geek Thulu.
Reliable Source, yes.
And
yes.
First off,
I mean,
the name is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, the name is absolutely hilarious. I love the gimmick of that. And one of the episodes that you did that got a lot of attention from my particular sphere of the internet, and you know, I have no particular dog in the fight either way. I obviously like Ethan Van Sciver. I bought Cyberfrog, but I obviously like your content. I've been following you since you were actually a co-host of the Kumite, and then you were doing Warski Live with JF, and you know all your appearances with Ralph on the Kill Stream and all of that. I've followed your career for a while now.
I remember.
I've seen at least 3 implosions. So
I remember years ago when you were just doing the SJW videos, one of my coworkers was like, man, there's this one really angry guy on YouTube who goes after this group of people called like SJWs or something. I was like, you mean Andy Warski? He's like, yeah, that guy. It's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, you mean Sargon? No, more cocaine. Oh, Warski, gotcha.
I was actually introduced to Andy when he was I got introduced to him through watching.
What was that? Oh no. What happened?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, we're here. We skipped for a second. Sorry.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, we skipped for a second.
No, I was just saying when Yeah, it's all good. His internet probably dropped out or something.
Yeah.
There he is.
Did I cut out?
Yeah, we all
Yes,
did.
yeah, you
We all
dropped out
did.
for a
I
second.
blame it on the
Shit.
You
students.
just asked me about.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I've been following Warski for a long time. I was introduced to him on the Peasants, and I was maybe like mid Gamergate era.
So that was when Amazing Atheist was still on that show, right?
Yeah,
like it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
with Scotty and TJ. Yeah, like that. And then I had a little drama with them because I had an uncomfortable time. I've been through
they
the
suck. They
weirdest
suck,
shit.
if we could be honest.
Yeah. It was honestly like like TJ. I actually like him.
TJ's okay
he's
sometimes.
What's his name? Is it Paul? Right?
Paul's ego.
Paul's
Yeah, I
ego.
remember,
Yeah. Paul's ego. He tries always calling me out. He hates. He always hated me and tried to tried alphaing me.
Yeah,
every time we've had interactions. So I've had enough. But I like TJ. I really like TJ. Scotty's cool too. I have no problem with him. But their show was like very had that hostile energy to it, right? I remember that back in the day. It
was like pre-Blood Sports. It was like the predecessor to Blood Sports.
Then Kumite, and then Warski Live blew the fuck up with the politic thing, and then that's when I would promote Kumite all the time, and then I started showing up on Kumite. Those days of Kumite were fucking really good, like great. Like from what I remember, I would be excited waking up every morning.
That was when Medicare was coming on all the time. That was when Ralph was coming on. That was when there was actually interesting. Yeah, there was interesting topics to talk about.
VR porn. When we were, I phoned the what was it, the SPLC to see.
Am I banned from Israel? I make YouTube videos.
And she's like, we do not have any jurisdiction to Israel. Oh, okay.
Who do I need to call?
I was saying, I was like, there's
my favorite.
Go ahead.
My favorite was when you took over the Liberalists in Canada.
That was so
and came
great.
up with the Trapno State. To this day, that's still one of the funniest things that you've done.
You called Chris and asked him to copyright the name Liberal.
Because we copywrote Warski that day, right? It just happened.
Yeah.
He was. So I was like, Chris was on the phone and he was at whatever, the post office where you do the shit or whatever. Like you do like the first processes. He's like, all right, so I'm looking at the copyright and all that stuff and all this shit. So I'm like, while you're, and then them on the phone. And I was like, while you're there, get Liberalist. Now we ended up getting Warski easy. That was like done, right? Within like a week.
Yeah.
For the Liberalist, they were mailing us back and there was like this big discrepancy with the word liberal. They're like, you can't really take liberal. Even if it's stuck to a new word, liberal is. It's like, it was a big, like it was it was more of like a process. And people were like trying to say I scammed people. They're like, oh, you trying to if you didn't think I was like I wasn't I'm sorry, just 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry. I wasn't like people take the internet so fucking seriously. That was a big problem.
Yeah.
Okay, look, from everyone's downfall. This is imagine everyone's downfall or every problem that we've ever seen people go through, especially me and other like whatever.
Yeah.
Is there was this point on Kumite when Tonka, right? This is why people don't like Tonka. Is he always used to play that tough guy role, but back then it was funny. It sort of bounced off of me and failure very well, right? And then there was one day where you make fun of him, and he'd be like, why you fucking and then it'd be like a whole Kumite about some guy who went Tonka's a pussy or something. And it was like, that's when it became so dramatized, right?
Like the guy who fucked his ex-girlfriend? Like that story?
Who was that? Sorry,
like the guy who fucked his ex-girlfriend in the wrestling promotion or whatever.
That one guy that beat Tonka's ass in the wrestling ring and then fucked his girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, all that. Yeah, but if he and so there's that, and then Ethan Van Sciver thing too. You were bringing that up, so yeah, we can talk about that.
That was the main.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I yap a lot. I apologize.
Oh, you're good, man. We're happy to have you. Yeah. It's more than
less
that.
work for us.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say though, and I don't mean to step on Church's toes, but
you do.
Okay, I do. But anyway,
that's your plan.
Yeah, you messaged me when we were talking, and you said, "Well, like first of all, I want to make it clear, I'm not anti-Comicsgate. I don't dislike Comicsgate, but and I can understand that because I have my own problems with like War Campaign and their memes and whatever. But I guess I was wondering, could you clarify that point? Like, what do you? So you had a problem with like EVS and his fan base and War Campaign.
I can explain our gripes.
Real quick, just let me just let me get in here and make my be completely transparent here. I mean, obviously, the Gospel of Comics. We talk about comic books and obscure ass comic characters. I found this from the other side, of course. I follow Ethan. I've pretty much been pro Comicsgate.
Okay.
I'm friends with a lot of War Campaigners, but it's not a hostile thing. Like, I don't think you did anything wrong. I mean, everybody's allowed to their opinion. I don't hate Doug TenNapel, right? And a lot of Comicsgaters and War Campaigners do. I'm in it for the books, so just to be completely transparent there, so you don't feel like
Yeah, no, dude. Look. Again, I don't like whatever people are into or not into. Like people are people. I don't give a fuck. You know. I mean, we can always. If Ethan Van Sciver ever I came face to face with him, I would talk to him 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I understand. I'm not offended by that at all. Obviously. I mean, look. There's gonna be a little. Dude, you're being an idiot for thinking that. You might think about me, or I might think about you, or whatever. But it's not a reason to hate a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so I can explain. Even Skyver, I mean, I don't hate him as a human being. I don't hate him to the core of this. Obviously, a lot of the way I present my stuff, dude. I'm sure people have to. A lot of stuff is I take something like an idea, and it's a performance. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch Reliable Source, I was like off the wall Reliable Source. Those 6 episodes is me like literally not giving a fuck. So the comics stuff was sort of we were looking at how he didn't like there was a lot of complaints about the book itself, him taking a lot of money and not releasing the books at the right time. That was like the basic of what he was doing, but it all had to stem to him talking about how it's an anti-SJW type movement, and it's preying on people's fears for money, like a grift.
Right.
So the idea is he says he was fired from DC and Marvel for being anti-SJW or whatever the fuck.
Being a Trump
But it's not true. He told some kid who was suicidal to go kill himself. And he admitted this during our Reliable Source. We explained this and we go, how the fuck does that have to do anything with you being conservative? And his literal response was, "Oh, I think they wanted to fire me anyway for being conservative, so they just use it as an excuse." I'm like, "Oh, so now your whole thing is." Go ahead.
So if I could offer a rebuttal, and again, I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of Ethan. I'm not trying to take sides. But if I don't know.
You good, man. You good.
I'm not
dude. Honestly, don't worry. Yeah.
But so that guy was like, he was an adult. It's not like Ethan did raise the point. You're making it out like it was like some 14-year-old. But it's like, this was a dude that was shit talking Ethan, and Ethan got sick of it and said, "Whatever, dude, like go kill yourself," or like "fuck off and go kill," or whatever he said. But that was the heavy point of it, was go kill yourself. But it's not like it was a married adult. Like, it's not like. So I think that's maybe one of Ethan's points. And then also, like, them firing him for that would be like people labeling you alt-right for the Andy Race Warski thing. Like, it's they're taking something out of context and saying this is something you did
But
wrong,
they
and
didn't
now we're going to
fire
use
him.
that.
But look, they fired him because he said that. Any job PR style. So again, let's say my show does well, this new thing I have, and I have someone on my team who I find out is DMing people, go kill yourself.
Ian
And then it starts
Miles
spreading about my shit.
Or
Yeah,
you find out
I'm
they
firing
flashbanged a
him.
dog or something, right?
Right.
Yeah. and then they steal your channel and do shit all with it. Oh my god, hype break.
And now they're working for Ben Shapiro.
Is he?
Yeah, he's working for Ben Shapiro.
He's working for Ben. Okay.
Well, he's working for Turning Point. I guess I don't know if Ben is
That's a
directly
good
involved with Turning Point.
That's a good gig.
Yeah.
I thought Ben was
He still
just
sucks.
Daily Caller.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, he's working for Conservative Inc. I guess maybe it would have been more accurate.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I'm not like I'm not gonna gripe over my hatred over like Ian or whatever. It's like all these people, they still snap at. I mean, there's always like you see snaps at people on Twitter all the time.
yeah,
Me to I think I'm real, or he'll do it to me, and Jeff Holiday and I still have. It's like there's like these like I hate
Jeff
you,
Holiday's
but I'm not gonna get involved. Oh yeah, he's a fucking.
I almost just said a gamer word and I shouldn't have.
Thank you for
Watch yourself, Danny.
Nah, just kidding.
Now let me
End tower. Just do an end tower. You're
now,
good.
in true show fashion, we're a smaller show, so I can kind of keep up with the chat. I don't know if you're seeing it now, but Panboy Lando Soy
I always
Child
keep
Dong
chats
Lover
off when I'm doing this. Yeah.
I got you. Panboy Lando Soy Child Dong Lover of War Campaign. Shout out Pan Hail. Got some choice words. I can't repeat them all. You know. Well, actually, I can.
Oh, see, this is why.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I never look at chats during shows like this. It's like if there's something that's important to be said, you can tell me. It's just I like to focus. And if I read chat, sometimes it just throws me off and I stop focusing. You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
Fair enough.
But it actually
Especially
leads
if
me
it's
to
fucking aim, stay back.
Yeah, we have at least one of those already.
All right, that's good. What's up?
Well,
stay back. Stay the fuck back.
It leads me to my next question though. I get where it came off with Ethan. How did it lead to War Campaign and you guys going back and forth on Twitter? Because that was hilarious. I enjoy watching that. I just gotta say.
Okay, so we made the one thing about Ethan Van Sciver. We literally were like, okay, we're not gonna do any more on him. It was just supposed to be one. The first time we were thinking maybe do more, and then I'm sort of like, it's sort of a boring topic. I'm not.
One 5-hour episode that was a pain in the ass to try and watch through to prep for the show.
Oh my god!
It took you an hour and a half to get through a 4-minute video.
Ayrton dropping bombs.
He is. I can fire him, Warski. Don't worry.
Yeah. So, okay. So, what got us with War Campaign is that night. So I didn't want to go on anymore because I was sort of like, this is boring. Let's move on to whatever. And they did all those gay memes of me, like with like dicks in my face and shit, like
stuff you're used to.
Like, oh, dude, you know what was the like? What? Wait, let's just keep going after them because it'd be funny. Was those? Oh shit! Hang on. Oh, they were like, oh, you fucked with Ethan Van Sciver. We're gonna meme you so hard. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna meme us so hard. Let's keep making fun of them. That's what made us continue. I'm not even kidding.
If I could say what the reason I think they were putting dicks all over your face and stuff is because that bothers Mike S. Miller and Doug TenNapel and Edwin Hoya. Like that, and that's War Campaign's common enemy. Like, and they all. I thought it
was supposed to be like a compliment. I was like, at first I thought it was like love messages.
Well, you also
Adol's like, I think these aren't nice, and I'm like, oh, I thought it was supposed to be like, oh, I think some gay
You also
pride
did say-
team loves me.
You
You
also did say
legitimately thought they were
if you
hitting on
wouldn't
you.
suck a tranny cock, then you're secretly a faggot. I think is what you said.
Yeah,
Hey, wait a minute.
That was a quote.
No, he's
That was
quoting.
Wait a
quote.
minute.
I'm quoting.
Okay.
He was
All
quoting.
right.
I wrote the quote
Okay to
down,
say
so
that
I got it
word.
right.
Calm down. I can't even get
The
monetized.
fears
Let's
of
not get me
coronavirus
banned.
scared you.
Which, by the way, that quote, if I was in high school, I would make that my senior quote.
Oh yeah.
One day, I'm just gonna tweet that. Oh, bro.
I'll retweet it. Don't worry.
My Twitter.
I'll retweet it so fast.
Well, I wonder, would that be like? I'm not saying that word at anyone. Can I still be like flagged for that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I could, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, so I probably won't tweet that. My Twitter's been on fire. I don't want to fuck it up.
Just do like
silly gooses.
asterisk.
Yeah.
I had to leave the call for a second. What I missed? What's going on?
Nothing.
Oh, I was
Tranny-
just asking
tranny
if putting that quote on Twitter, if I get flagged, and they said I would. I don't want to fuck up my my Twitter's been like on fire. I've been on fire lately because your Twitter is addictive. I get it now.
No.
I love that simp or the Coomer meme.
Oh yeah, that avatar.
Have you seen my profile pic?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference between the sides. Like I don't know which one's you and which one's the meme. I can't tell.
Yeah, see, I photoshopped that because you tweeted that, so I dragged it into Photoshop, and I was like, that was way too easy to edit. That's how easy it matched. I didn't have to resize the nose or the mouth. I'm like, why?
Eagle eye
And
Ralph.
as a joke, I already had my I had my my banner too. It's supposed to be a joke at first. Was the guy holding like the wrist, like a wrist injury on a medical like box where you buy like so I had that, and I'm like, everything, the universe, and then the OnlyFans thing worked. I'm like, oh my god, the universe just put me into a genre of
some people might call that
professional
meme magic.
masturbator. And what a perfect like genre to be in when the world is fucking falling apart. Just jerking off.
How about that?
I mean, what else are you gonna do when you're quarantined?
Well, that was the thing.
The,
that was kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Like, first off, what we were talking about earlier, like the EVS thing.
We can
on
EVS or
reliable sources. When that went down, that was like right before you started the OnlyFans thing up, and that was also like probably a week before America really kicked the whole quarantine coronavirus thing into high gear. So I feel like it kind of dropped off as far as the. I mean, obviously, I've got some more campaigners in the chat right now, giving us a hard time.
Yeah.
But
no, that's cool. That's cool.
And I love the guys. Like, straight up, feel the way you want to. I'm giving Warski a fair shake. I'll give anybody who wants to call in a fair shake. If anybody wants to put the Discord in there, if they want to call in either after Warski leaves or if you want to talk to them while they're here, it's up to him. No,
well, if I could,
hold on.
I'm not in
for
campaign for
really
argument
quick.
with you.
Right? Yeah. No, I'm not trying to have a blood sport.
like,
this isn't the kill stream.
Yeah. I'm honestly, like I'll be honest with you. Like they could complain about the past. I've had 17 other things happen after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm always like, oh, war campaign. Oh yeah. How are those guys? Like I honestly have no care anymore. I talk shit and I move on. I don't give a fuck.
It feels like an eternity ago. Like it feels like so long ago.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when looking at the date stamp on the video when I went to watch that one today. I was like, holy crap, that was that recent.
You know, and look, I talk shit, right? I did talk shit, but like, I mean, in the bottom line, I was just a shit talker just to be funny. I didn't give a fuck, right? That's what the Bull Source was about, was just making fun of people. But like, if you enjoy Comicsgate and EVS and you enjoy watching the show and you donate to them, fucking whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, have fun with it. Like, I hope you enjoy it. I hope, like, I've checked out some of their live streams where they're all drawing and shit. I think it's cool. I love art. Like, I'm a, it's unfortunate. Like,
I'm a big fan of Ro. I'm a big fan of Pan. Gay Centurion in the chat. Sure. Me and him are really cool. I have no problem with any of those guys. And from what I saw, real quick, Denny, from what I saw, you guys didn't have like this monumental, like, oh fuck Ethan Van Sciver, like you didn't call him the dreaded P word. You didn't claim that he
when I saw his video,
like that. Like all of your complaints were, general things that other people have said before. I mean, we've all heard everything that you guys talked about on your video, like the lateness of the book, the amount of money he raised, all of that stuff. And I mean, everybody can have their own opinion of that. Like, I don't care. It's not my business.
Look, I heard about it. Look, I'm going to say right now, I'm going to say my thought process on that. Look, do I hate the guy? I even said it when I was watching his video. Like he says like these jokes or whatever. Like, he's a nice guy. Like, he's a nice person. Like, EVS is a nice guy. I just had some issues with the hypocrisies. But I'm such a guy who, like, I'll see something, I'll react with, what the fuck? And now I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, have fun with it, War Campaign, have fun with the EVS. I'm not gonna keep talking shit. Don't worry. Like, I'm already like, if you want to enjoy that too, like, and you do enjoy it, like, I'm not gonna try to take you down. Don't worry. I'm not gonna no intention with me winning this. Okay,
like that's exactly it. That's what I wanted to say. Do you think
part of?
Go ahead, let Denny get in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Denny.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. Is like you said, Ethan Van Sciver is a really nice guy, and I'm sure, like you just said, if he wanted to talk to you, you'd be willing to talk to him. I'm sure that if you, I'm not saying you're going to, but I'm saying if you two wanted to talk to each other, I'm sure you could maybe come out of it with a better understanding of where each other was coming from. And if I could adjust War Campaign in the chat really quick, like this was supposed to be a fun stream. We're supposed to be talking about everything without it being we're at each other's throats about this. We wanted to hear Andy's clear thoughts on this without some kind of reliable source spin. Like he said, he's playing a character, so we wanted to break into that.
Okay, hey, okay. So I'll give you a gist maybe of like me and Geek. We know how to like the show idea is we pick something and we just nitpick the fuck out of it. That was the idea. Quartering that video. We made fun of like just his like. We didn't even make fun of what he was saying as much as we made fun of like just him. Because we're
Did you make fun of like his set or lighting or something?
Everything.
No, it's
everything. Everything. But okay. But like here, I'll give you an example too. Is where I hate that the internet takes itself so seriously, and why I wasn't particularly happy with the reliable source bashing EVS or going through EVS, because in my opinion it was too serious. That's not what I was trying to do. And you watch the other episodes of Reliable Source and you can see we literally had a meeting, me, Adol, and Geek After. We're like, it sort of went like it wasn't funny enough to pick apart.
Right.
It was more like we have gripes with it. I don't want to start a fucking war. It's sort of like it was quartering the hat thing recently, right? He's not following me. Maybe he was upset about the hat joke, but like, bro, I shit on people, and that's the way I'm gonna do. And
that guy got into it with the dude. Did you see the 8 Thoughts thing with quartering? Like, where dude made a video where he like danced over his tweets and shit. That shit was funny as fuck.
Oh, that I didn't see. No, that I didn't see.
I'll DM it to you later. But he made a video on YouTube on his channel where he put in this gay ass background music and started like stripper dancing to quartering tweets as he got madder and madder. It was fucking funny as fuck.
Do you think part of the reaction you've got from this would be I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. Maybe the satire is a little too meta, if you will, like calling the show.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, because that's kind of how I felt. Like I
That's a
didn't
good way.
like watching it. I didn't feel like you were necessarily completely attacking everyone. You were being
wasn't
over the
about being
top
malicious.
satirical.
Well-
Yeah, you were being over the top satirical,
Yeah.
pointing out
yeah.
inconsistencies and things that you guys weren't happy
And then
about
laughing
with.
and then diverting, right? And then laughing
Right.
at whatever, right?
Yeah.
No, I do have a.
That's why it took you an hour and a half to go through a 4-minute video.
One of the things that's been brought up, and it's probably one of the more serious things. And I don't ask you to speak specifically for Geek. I don't know if this actually happened, or if you remember it, if it did. What I'm seeing is that apparently Ethan's wife was brought up, and someone said that Ethan beat his wife or something during the show. Geek Thulu might have said that. That seemed to be a major point of contention.
Yeah. Hang on. All right. Let me explain. I think we had to add the satirical thing, right? We're like,
Right.
like to sort of show people that we're trolling, and this is where I think where it's important that people do something like this when they are trolling. Okay, is to give the audience a way out into knowing you're joking around, and us saying he probably beats his wife is so unfounded, so over the top. No evidence because of a mark on his hand. That's retarded. Why would we ever? Why would we ever think that he beat his wife? It's like a literal oh, and I bet you he's planning on burning down his house after. That's how mad he is.
Oh no,
I mean intentionally missing the joke. That's people. That's people looking to find something to be upset about. I think anybody would know you weren't serious. I knew you weren't serious.
He said in chat. He goes, I don't beat my wife. I hit my hand on the side of the door when I was bringing laundry in. I'm like, bringing laundry in? Is that what we call beating our wife now? And I put the gun down, like, it was obvious joke. Obvious troll is obvious. I'm sorry.
I get that.
But
that kind of speaks to the.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say that kind of speaks to where we're at in the state of comedy these days. I remember an old Monty Python sketch where they're doing kind of an over-the-top thing, and one of the characters holds up a card that says satire on it during the sketch, as a joke that, clearly we're joking. And it's almost like we're at that point now in our society where if you're making a joke like that, you need to hold up a card that says satire.
That's sort of
People choose to intentionally miss the joke a lot.
Here's where I missed the mark. Here, I'll say this. I'll say I did here's where we did miss the mark on reliable source. Is it went from what was supposed to be like a roast, right? Which is what I felt we did more on Quartering, was more of a funny roast. It wasn't really like a trying to but with Ethan, the topic that we talked about, it's more like hitting his work and his integrity. It's more serious. So maybe being satirical about that, I could see why people would get defensive for Ethan Van Sciver, and I think it's sort of like just being overly being a dick. We were being overly like a dick. It's funny to roast someone, but we were taking it to a level where it was then it gets into potential possibilities or accusations or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I think we did miss the mark, and that's why we sort of dropped it real quick. That's why I was and that's why I sort of was just okay, I don't want to and here's the thing, I want war campaign. If it's they're still gonna hate me, I understand. I don't give a shit. That's fine. You can hate me. But a lot of people already trash and hate me, right? So I'm so used to it. So their stuff was just honestly, I don't see hate anymore. You know what I mean? I think
hate is just a different form of
scroll by.
Hate is just a different form of exposure at this point.
Yeah, and you know what? It's maybe I wasn't clear enough. My sort of frustration in the whole situation was what the do I have to? My frustration was to Geek. I was like, Geek, do we have to go out there and go, we're joking after everything we say? That was the frustration. Sort of audience figure it out.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Was maybe maybe from the outside looking in to people to like, okay, so like war campaigners or comic skate fans that aren't like, they don't keep up with blood sports, they don't know who
Or
Andy
me,
Warski is.
yeah.
Like maybe maybe
asshole,
when they saw it, they didn't see it as like, oh, he's making jokes, he's being
100%.
funny.
That's
like you get
that's
like that might be
yeah.
where some of the contention is.
And
I agree
you know,
completely, man.
and you know, I've been, like I said, I've been watching you since for forever, so I knew some of the stuff you were saying was just to be over the top and ridiculous. And I feel like I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to address War Campaign in the chat right now, talking about how spousal abuse cannot be funny. It can be funny in the right context. Have you heard the joke where you point at your palm and say abuse, and you point at the back of your hand and say discipline? That's a joke about spousal abuse, and it's fucking hilarious.
If you guys,
I just want to say that.
Well,
War
also
campaign. If you've heard the jokes I've said in the past, spousal
You've said
abuse
way worse.
is the least offensive thing I've ever said in my life.
Yeah,
I was
well,
there,
also
so
the joke was
I was there for the
the
heel
joke was-
stream. I remember the women's section at the Walmart joke.
I've said horrible things. I have
Well,
a good.
I remember
have
how
a
you
good,
showed up on
list
that
of
stream
quotes.
too. I'm pretty sure someone said Nazi 3 times in a row, and you just appeared on the stream
And
like
Andy
nobody
popped
even
up.
let you in.
Yeah, yeah. It was like like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
That's what
For,
I would say
racist.
though. If I could talk to War Campaign in the chat, that's what I would say. Part of the joke is, at least part of the joke is that he was making an
Exaggerated.
outlandish claim without any evidence to back it up. So he might he maybe he kills kids.
Hence the
Like,
name
he could've
reliable
said any-
source.
he could have
That's
said
the joke.
anything outlandish. That killing kids is not normally funny, but if you're going to attribute it to somebody with no evidence of it, that's when it becomes like absurd. That's what
This is
that
War
what you guys are
Campaign
doing
has
to
to
me in the chat,
understand-
by the way.
And here's why
Uh,
War Campaign. Here's why I didn't. I never went at any of you hard or anything. It's like because you guys are like, "You're fuck you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get why you're mad at me." I understand. Like, I have no effort to argue with people online. It's just like because you guys don't understand the list of my upcoming videos and editing that I know I have to do is so fucking packed that even me being on Twitter the way I have been is actually not good. I should be focused more, but it's very hard because the internet moves so fast now.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
Now, I have a question for you,
Uh,
real quick, and it's gonna dictate.
Yeah.
I have a request for someone in the chat to come on. Again, you said you didn't want any real confrontation. I respect that. I'm gonna let them pull in to the waiting room.
Who is it?
It's Panboy. Panboy from War Campaign.
I'm honestly not. I'm not. No, I'm
You're
sorry.
good.
War Campaign. They're too
You're good.
intense. They're
You're
honestly.
That's fine, man.
You're good.
Yeah, they're honestly,
I got
like,
him.
look,
I'll let
look,
him have his
look,
say
like-
as soon
like,
as I'll let him have his say as soon as you're gone. Not a big deal.
Oh yeah, no, that's completely fine. I'm honestly like I'm not here to debate anything.
Yeah, you're
if I
good.
hurt your guys' feelings from my jokes, I apologize for hurting your feelings. But I'm a roaster. That's what I do. And right now I have the new show coming out, and it's doing very successful. And it's more of like a roasting porn type thing. So don't worry, I'm not gonna go after your comic books. And I honestly, like, I'll say this: fucking, Cyberfrog, the drawing is incredible. EVS is one of the top talented comic book artists. If I may give some compliments to him as well, like,
Well,
100%. I see why you guys love it. Like, believe me, I'm a fucking art loving motherfucker. Like, I love good concept art or some drawings and stuff. And Danny, you're really good too, man. You're really
well,
good.
thank you, sir.
I really like your style. It's very comic, like old school comic booky, but like zoomed in kind of.
Well, I appreciate
Yo,
that. Thank you.
You did how I got to your stuff. I remember was after the Tonka Saw fight.
Yeah.
You took the rendition of the me laughing in the different poses, like the Tom
Yeah.
Cruise thing, and you artified that. And it looks so good. I had that as my banner for what, like a year, almost a year, right?
Yeah. Oh well, Warski, you're gonna make me blush.
Yeah, no, dude. I'm a fan of your art, definitely.
Well, roasting porn is much funnier than roasting comic books. I will say that.
Yeah, look, to the work campaign. Don't worry. Like, I'm sorry. If you're gonna hate me forever, I get it. I was a jerk. But like, you know what really flipped the switch to being the new content was the roast of Dick Masterson. When I wrote those jokes and I went, yeah, you know what? Like, I was sort of like I was jumping from show to show, from idea to idea. I've been trying really hard the last few months, and I know I'm talented in some ways, but sometimes to find how you want to express that talent and it be entertaining, you have to keep trying. It's trying the rest. You know what I mean? And I think doing the I was sort of like in this like creative-ish funk of sort of like what I wanted to do. And then the roasting Dick Masterson and writing the jokes prior and doing very well. I have it on my channel. You guys
I actually did
Roast
really
Dick
enjoy that,
Masterson.
that stream in particular. The only regret that I have is that Minty didn't show up because I feel like she would have been a firecracker coming back at some of the things you guys had planned. But
the reason
think good, yeah.
Hold
the
on,
reason Venti wasn't there, I was just going to say the reason Venti wasn't there. The reason Venti wasn't there is because her eyes keep sliding off the side of her head.
Yeah, she can't see where she's going.
Well, yeah, one fell on the floor and she lost it. She lost
she's
it.
She's like
for
Mrs.
a whole
Potato Head. When the eye falls off. Oh, is that Poe's Law? Is that
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh God.
Yeah, what up, dude?
What does even happen?
I'm good. I'm good. Oh, I just came to show. I'm taking a test right now for class, but I'm bored, so just popped in.
Oh, okay. Well, we got.
I thought you were going to say I was out taking a dump, but
we got Warski on. I've got Panboy in the waiting room, so at this point, I'm going to ask one more time to be a decent host.
Look.
Hold on
look,
before you say it, real quick. He said he'll behave. He just wants to speak with you. And I will ask if you do have him on and he starts to get shitty with you, I will kick him immediately. No hold barred. This isn't a civil discussion.
All right, because I've been having a good day and a good week, and I sort of just want to move on from. I was just roasting. You take it personal. You're gonna come in here. See, I'm so used to people being like Tonka. They just. First thing he pops in, just starts yelling. I'm like,
if that happens, I will absolutely kick him 100%.
I'm a man. See, here's the thing: is I'm a man who, and I think most people, if you didn't kill a family member of mine, if you didn't like fucking rape a child,
life bang a dog,
yeah, or like fuck me over on my business and steal my channel, fucking, I'll talk to you, and I get on fire quick, but I also cool down quick too. You know what I'm saying? And it's gotten me in trouble. With the almost murder on a live stream.
Yeah. Well, no,
I've seen it happen live numerous times. Andy.
I don't want anything volatile. So if you'll have him on to speak with for just a minute.
All right, cool. Do you mind? I'm gonna top off my drink if you don't mind.
You're good. I'll pull him in and let him introduce himself.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, you're good. I'll let him introduce himself. Cool. Okay, cool.
All right, thanks.
All right, Panboy, Andy Warski is stepping away to refill his drink. Why don't you introduce yourself? Keep it civil if you don't mind, sir. And good to finally speak with you. If you'll unmute yourself, you are live on air.
What's up, Panboy?
We got you on.
Are you there?
Pan. We got Pan on. Pan is in the chat. He is just muted. I did not mute him. He self-muted in the waiting room. But he is in the live chat, so whenever he unmutes...
Poe, go ahead and scar us for the rest of our lives while we wait for him to unmute.
Oh, I don't really got much to talk about. I mean, we're about to have it... But I mean, all I'm doing right now is planning to buy the movie Kunk, the one that came out 2019, that was supposed to be like the anti-Joker, that all the journalists are talking about now, that should be the movie you should watch instead of Joker.
We do real quick, Poe, Panboy. Can you hear us, sir?
Hail, brothers. Yeah. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Panboy.
How's everybody doing?
We're not too bad.
I'm good.
not too bad. We're having this little discussion. We initially were just going to put Skateman against Ice Cream. That was the initial idea, but this is what it turned into, and I just kind of rolled with it. So here we are.
Right?
We have no control over our own show.
None whatsoever.
Trust me, I know how it goes. It's uncontrollable YouTube. It's its own beast.
Yeah.
So did Andy leave?
He's still in the chat. He's topping his drink off. He said he'd be back. I'm trying to be a hospitable host here. I only ask that once the discussion starts, be civil, and please try not to get me banned off the YouTube. Also, if it gets hostile,
my job is to get us banned off the YouTube.
If it gets hostile,
no worries, brothers.
I'm gonna have to drag you back into the waiting room until Andy leaves, and I'll pull you back in, and you can get your 2 cents in.
Don't worry about it.
But
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, man, introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are. I know. I'm a fan, but let everybody know.
I was saying for people that don't know.
So I'm a Pan Boy, Lando Soy Child Dong Lover. I go by Poe, Pan, whatever you want to call me. You can call me an asshole. I don't care. I hang out with the War Campaign, man. We have a show on YouTube, and we're kind of like the Ethan Van Sciver fan club, When you have guys, whether it was a joke or not, it was classless, man. When you get on and you say that a man beats his wife, come on, is this funny? I didn't think it was funny.
Well,
and you guys admitted you hadn't seen it, so maybe you should watch it before you weigh in.
I haven't seen that part.
Right.
Now, I will weigh in as a married man. I don't find it funny myself. However, in pure devil's advocate fashion, as a good host, some would argue that the dildo meme thing is comparable. It's not funny, in my opinion, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And, it really depends. Like, Denny has a different opinion on you beat your wife jokes than I do because he's not married kind of thing, right?
Well, fair enough.
And that's just devil's advocate, 100%. I fully respect everyone's side of this, and I'm not going to try and argue Warski's side of it while he's not here either. So.
Right. I don't think anyone's arguing that dildo memes are classy, but it's a whole different thing than accusing someone of.
It is a different sport. It is a different sport. True.
Well, hold on one second. Now, Pan.
Yeah.
Are you telling me you've never laughed at a joke like, "What do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes?" Nothing.
I do.
The first 2 times.
I do, but not when they're aimed at
not when they're that personal.
He's
so
in
to
the
speak.
chat saying, "Let me on," and these 2 chicken shits won't let him on to explain himself.
Well,
no, I'm not going to laugh at that.
Okay, all right. Hold on, guys. We're not fighting this battle. This isn't our discussion.
That's good. I'm calm.
I know. I just wanted to ask that.
No, you're good, and we're waiting for Warski to come back. We don't have to fight this battle for him.
Right. My name was brought up, so I wanted to defend my point on the whole wife beater joke. Do I think that in that context was the joke itself funny that he beats his wife?
Hey,
no,
I'm back.
I think the comedy is supposed to come from the absurdist take from it. Like, I'm just saying this. I don't have to back it up because clearly I don't like this guy, so I'm just going to say things. That was the style of humor. He was playing a character. That's where I think the humor comes in. I don't think the idea that...
And I don't even necessarily blame Andy for this one, because it really wasn't him who said it. It was kind of Geek Thulu who went into it. But, it was on his show. He backed up the joke, so,
No, I get it.
Look, here. I'm gonna explain because I just walked into that, and yes, Danny, you were explaining. The idea is the absurd. It's like with the whole quartering argument I've been having with him. The absurdist comedy in this trolling I've been doing on Twitter is I've been making fun of his hat, and he's having a meltdown. Therefore, it's funny. And the absurdness with the EVS, it is. And then with the EVS stuff, it was sort of like, can we say something and actually have them believe that we believe it? And it was working.
No one believes that EVS beats his wife. I mean, you listen to the man talk. He talks about how he loves her all the time.
No.
Right.
You knew that no one would believe that 100%. I'm not trying to accuse him of that.
But here's
people believe that we believe that he does that?
We don't know what you believe. here's the thing. Like a lot of people, including Doug TeNapel, who I believe you've probably been in contact with, are trying to tear down Ethan Van Sciver and plant these type of crazy thoughts in their head. Maybe shit like he does beat his wife. I think that this
No,
isn't off,
I
you
don't
know?
think
Yeah,
no one said
I
that.
don't know
No,
about
no one
that.
said that. Yeah, no one said that.
I think that
Okay.
might be a little
I-
out there, Pan.
100.
Well,
look,
Andy,
Doug TeNapel, the only the only a connection I had with Doug TeNapel was
Yeah.
on Dick Masterson's roast. I said a few jokes about him. We were pleasant there. We don't talk behind the scenes. We don't even follow each other on Twitter or anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
But we're
I can't
not-
see Doug.
we're-
I can't see Doug wanting to associate with Warski whole cloth. I mean, the man acts like his shit
Not out in
doesn't
the
stink.
open.
Warski
Not
doesn't
out in the
seem like
open,
yeah, he doesn't seem like the kind of person. Well, you know, do you
None
really
of-
think he'd risk Warski leaking those DMs? So, like for real?
Yeah.
And you think
None
Doug
of
wants
that
to be part of the
fits.
trap
Your
note state?
secret OnlyFans.
I wouldn't put anything
you-
past a tapeworm, to be honest.
That you know,
Did
that's
you
fair.
hear the roast
That's
I did of
fair.
I
him?
don't think that fits.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
what's your name?
Pan.
From
Pan.
War
Pan
Campaign.
Boy.
What's your name?
This is Pan
This is
Boy.
Pan. What's
Pan,
up,
well, yeah. Ben, did you see the roast I did of Doug TeNapel?
Say again?
It was pretty good.
The
He
roast
he
of-
said he couldn't wait for Doug's
No.
new book, God Hates Gays.
Yeah, you remember
That's gonna be a hot seller.
yeah. I mean, that's got to be the third one.
Yeah.
You got Bigfoot Bob, Earthworm Jim,
Yeah, and
and the new book, God Hates Gays.
But
But yeah,
yo,
it was
look,
pretty
look,
brutal.
look, I'm gonna say this with the whole. Okay, look, with whatever the griefs that we brought up during that stream, it was like, and I already said it. You probably already heard me say it. It was sort of like I sort of, me and Geek both felt, and Adolf felt that we sort of went over the line in like, this isn't funny. It's sort of bringing up things that people could be angry about, and then it didn't really fit our style comedy, like sort of like what we wanted to do, and we
Right.
agreed it. But then when you guys came after us with those memes, I thought it was funny. I thought that was more funnier than the actual EVS situation.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And what
I honestly, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't hate the guy. I even said this on that live show. You were all yelling at me in the chat, but I was like, I kind of like EVS. Remember when I was watching his video? We have gripes.
I
but
do remember you saying that.
Yeah, because look. People can watch me and kind of like me, and then think I'm an idiot for certain things I do. I understand. Believe me,
hi
anyone
guys.
who goes, "You're an idiot," I understand. But and you know what? Like, look, I'm not in for having a giant like back and forth war with you guys. I was saying earlier, like,
No one wants that. Trust me.
yeah, a lot of gay memes. Like,
Speak for
Would you
yourself.
cover a
Hold on, real
A
quick.
lot.
Speak for
We're
yourselves.
talking. We're gonna take
I
up your
want-
whole Twitter feed for months.
Speak for yourselves.
Thank
I
you.
want that because it's entertaining, but I don't think either one of
Yeah.
you guys want that.
No.
I mean, I don't.
But I
I
mean,
want to join the
like,
trap no state.
Panboy,
you
though,
asked
what-
me. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
you
go
what
ahead.
you just said, Panboy. I gotta cut out here pretty soon, but I'll make this point. Panboy, what you just said, we're gonna dig up your whole profile, and we'll see.
No.
how
I
funny
said we're
like
gonna
that
take
is.
up your Twitter timeline for months. Is what I said. I didn't say we're
Yeah,
gonna dig
yeah.
up your profile.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. My misheard.
Going
I
to
thought
murder you.
No.
I thought-
Sorry, I'm
No,
sorry.
That's not our style.
Hey.
War campaign, for the record, is against doxing. We're not looking in
Well,
your
that's what I
No
was-
doxing,
no
no gay ops.
dildos
That's
on your
what I was
face,
gonna
you
say.
know.
Was I
Yeah.
thought that was
No gay
explicitly
ops,
not
only
war
gay
campaign.
memes.
Yeah, no. You heard me wrong. Bro.
Okay, my mistake. My
When you
mistake. Sorry, everybody. Don't
All
hate.
All good. All good.
when you guys were all like going after me with those memes and stuff, I found none of it offensive, and I laughed at all of it. I was like,
Well,
what the
yeah,
fuck
it's
is
it's
this?
supposed to be funny. That's the thing. Like here, you guys' bit would have been funny if there was some truth to anything you were saying. Literally everything you said was 100% false. You know, so it wasn't. It couldn't be funny because there has to be at least a little bit of truth
in
for
your
it to be funny.
I mean,
you know?
I
In your
mean, there
opinion.
was, yeah. Like in your opinion, we can agree to disagree on this, but like, we brought up gripes, and then we were intense about those gripes.
You
So
brought up
I
Mike Miller's
understand-
gripes. You brought up Mike
Who's Mike-
Miller's gripes.
No, look. I'll be honest with you. Geek knows much more about the situation than I do. I did see some stuff on like Kiwi Farms or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Or
They're the
whatever.
real reliable source.
That's right. That's right.
Got him.
Yeah. So look, I definitely went into that situation without being prepared with. I didn't walk in there expecting to bait anything. It's sort of like, look at this. That's kind of, sort of like reviewing someone and sort of making fun of them. That was the idea. But then obviously you guys are very passionate and very involved, and I see that you're very. And I didn't want me and Geek didn't come off as like, we're gonna destroy him. Sort of like, look what he's doing here.
I think this was a classic case of not understanding that War Campaign sees Caesar as the human sunbeam, and War Campaign not realizing that Andy Warski doesn't understand dildo humor.
I've honestly done so much fucked up stuff. Like I've been through so many dramas. So anyone who can make fun of me for whatever, I understand. You know what I mean? That's all I can really say about this whole situation. I didn't want to come into this fighting. I honestly thought like the Heat died 2 or 3 days after that shit. Like I was on something completely new,
One thing that made me want to really excited me about being able to have you on is I didn't think there was anything malicious in your particular intent. Like I don't speak for Geek. I don't know Geek that well. He may have some kind of beef with Comicsgate that I'm unaware of.
He has gripes for sure.
That guy. Let me just say,
like I do.
I think Geek Tulu has mental issues. This guy talking about how he wants to rape and beat women.
Look, a lot of
Did you hear that shit he said about Vamp Candy? What's that all about, man?
Yeah, that's
he want to rape and beat Vamp Candy.
I'm not a big fan of her.
Sucks.
That's we're not gonna. We're not gonna get into Geek's issues. He's not here to defend himself. I'm not.
But here's the thing: me and Geek, look, I don't like Bam Candy. I talk shit about her. She talks about shit about us.
I think it's the intensity of talking shit is the question.
Yeah, again, but just say you want to rape and beat her.
But again, he's not here to defend himself.
He didn't say rape her.
It's not Andy's job to defend Geek. Pan, just saying.
He did not say he was gonna rape her. Come on.
I mean, this is let's do this one on another show.
Yeah. Well, like you said, he's not here to defend himself, so
Yeah,
we good. Look, but I've said some mean shit to her and to her. There's audio of it actually.
There is.
But look, we're sort of like, there's been here's the thing too, and War Campaign can probably vouch for this, and anyone in any community can vouch for this. The internet gets intense sometimes. I've been through some shit where you're like, it's like months of just drama.
Trust me, bro. I'm in a criminal court case over this fucking shit. You don't need to tell me.
Dude, I can't wait till Mercator reviews those documents. I'm just going to say.
Yeah. Should be interesting.
I'll just say, I was part of Owen Benjamin's little group when it first started.
Oh, get the fuck out. You're fired. Your fucking bare ass is fired.
I said
dog.
you knew this. You knew this when we started.
Yeah, but it couldn't come out on air. You're done. Anyway, I definitely want to thank both of you guys. From what I'm getting, and you guys can agree to disagree, all of that good stuff, but it seems like a big misunderstanding and a couple of misnotes. A little bit of water under the bridge.
Look, I'll say this: like, if we good, man. Like, honestly, we could move on.
Aside.
Like, look,
Warski's got plenty of porn to review.
Whatever. I got too much going on right now.
He's got too much.
Good. I appreciate you having me on to say my piece and stuff.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Props to all you fellas.
Even if Warski didn't want to talk to you, I would have had you on to say your piece. Join the Discord.
I'll say this. You were cool when you came on. Like I was only willing to not talk to you if it was gonna be just a screaming match because I'm not in the mood for that.
No, I feel you, man. It's all good. I appreciate you coming back on to talk to me. So.
Well, and I'll preface this by saying that when Pan came on, I told him if it became a shit fest, I'd have to pull him back into the waiting room until you were gone. So there was
I
an
didn't have any
agreement there.
intention of getting crazy. So
You cool, man. You cool. Respect, man.
yeah. So I'm gonna take off, guys. Hey, thanks for having me on. You guys have a good weekend.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Like and share and subscribe. War campaign. Hail.
Absolutely. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Dude.
Hail.
Hey, War Campaign. Andy Warski reviews OnlyFans. You think he's afraid of dildo memes?
Yeah. That's like sponsors. I'll have those like on my own real Twitter feed.
That's right.
For
That's right.
sponsorships, you know what I mean?
But I appreciate you talking to Pan, Andy. I apologize for throwing that out there as pushfully as I did.
It's good. It's good, man. Like I actually thought I feel a lot better that I've talked to him. I honestly look. I want people to understand this, and then even Quartering has to understand this. He said, "Chill the fuck out." Look, me and him have had whatever.
It's the goddamn internet. It's the internet.
He talked about his hat. When he went at me and he went like, "How about you fucked up your life and you did drug fuel this?" I was like, "Dude, fucking calm yourself. I'm before you're a hat, you pussy." Like, dude, relax. Like, I don't. And the other thing is, I don't hate Quartering. I don't hate Quartering. Can I make fun of people for certain things? Like, I've been made fun of so much now by people, and like hit that it's like, all right, I'm ready to make the internet funny again. Like for me, at least.
Right.
That's why my Twitter is just a big fucking troll now. You know.
I'm not gonna leak it live on air, but check your Twitter DMs real quick, Warski.
With Twitter DMs, sure.
Yeah.
You could take Trudeau's seat with that platform. Make the internet funny again.
That's right.
Yeah.
But that's that was my plan that I
crux
sent you in DMs there. I sent that to Ralph yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. No, it almost seemed like their main crux was, like your satire jokes, whatever, were maybe a little bit.
We're not gonna get back into that. Let this be the final. Go ahead.
That was just one thing I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead, Andy.
I'll concede to something. The Reliable Source was a very mean show. Yes, like what I mean. I will not. I was doing like whatever else I do, like when I'm not doing videos and shit. I was doing something and I was like thinking in my head, and I'm like, man, that like if you were EVS and you saw what we said about him, like I'd have my feelings hurt too. Like you know what I mean? And then some people have fun after me, sort of like, yeah.
Can I just say that I am actually heartbroken that Chris Warski turned out to be a bitch, and that video series that you were working on when you came back didn't come to fruition, because I really wanted to see the conclusion of that shit. Like Andy rates Warski.
I had already 2 more episodes. 2 more episodes.
Andy rates Warski rose from the ashes, and the greatest video series ever that used goodbye horses, because it wasn't the Kumite.
That was good. That was well filmed, eh?
It was.
I was
it was
really
great.
proud of it. I still have it. Episode 2 was fucking filmed so like I'm so proud of that editing, man. It was like that's like some shit. I've made some shit that I've when I act, and that's why I'm trying to take the subculture thing very slow and the Warski stuff very slow. Is I'm trying to make when I put my mind to it and try to make quality, I can make good quality,
dude.
I do get caught up sometimes in the.
I really enjoy your video game reviews. Those are fucking great. That's content.
Yeah, Nemesis coming out tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yeah, your game reviews are great, Andy.
It's not even reviews, really, right?
Your documentaries almost is what they are, right?
Look, like mini doc. Yeah. Like, I'll say mini little slices. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I say this about a lot of comic creators that I have on that are reviewing their books. Like, a lot of times you can look at something and you can see somebody who's just cranking out work to get it out, right? Like, if you're getting paid by the page and you're working on 15 different books and you're just cranking out 2 pages a day, it's going to get stale and stiff. And then you can look at a book that's somebody's passion project. And looking at those Chris Warski videos and looking at your game videos, and even that one OnlyFans video you did, you're having fun with it. It's something
Yeah.
you enjoy doing. It's something you're actually able to put your passion into, and it shows. You can see that in that content. Whereas something like the end of Warski Live or the end of your time on the Kumite, it didn't
Yeah, or
feel
the
like your
IRL
heart.
shit.
Yeah, your heart wasn't really there. It felt stiff. It felt. Well, I mean, at the end of the IRL shit, there was an arrest. So I mean, your heart was there. It was just bumping 100 miles an hour.
But even like beyond, I mean that like even the America content I was posting, I was not like I was that was probably like the lowest content I've ever made. I was in a bad place in my life there, man. Like, it was
Yeah,
like,
but you had AP sending all the right songs to keep it fresh, right?
I don't know. Your IRL stream with Asian Andy and Baked Alaska was pretty damn hilarious.
That's before I did. I mean, if I did one IRL stream in the future with like, but it's like a certain thing, like okay, but it was like when it became everyday IRLing, that's when it was shit. You know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking all my content right now. As you guys see, I'm like now for the last few weeks, it's been posting out slowly, making sure it's thoroughly edited and fucking that I want to post it, you know. And the feeling's back. That feeling is back for sure. Of like when I was at my peak, because the anti SJW stuff got really tiresome for me. I was not happy doing that content after a while. It was sort of like, okay, like I get it. Girl said something was racist or some shit. Like, you know, it's sort of like I have no passion for that, you know?
Yeah,
it's gotten old. It's. I mean, imagine. I like Undoomed, but like Undoomed is still putting out that same content. Like it's like imagine sitting down to write that, like and not.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna type it in here. Hang on. Undoomed. He did recently his newest video 6 days ago. I just happened to go Undoomed. What's he up to? Like just me and him are always cool. He hadn't posted in, you know, like he posts like once a month, like a live stream. But the new video is the problems with Star Trek Picard.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, it's awful.
But that's different content, right? It's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I think he's trying to like move away from the anti-SJW. You have to, man. Like I mean, you can do it once in a while for sure. I'm not saying it's not fun to talk about once in a while.
It's kind of like shitting on Rob Liefeld for us. Like shitting on Rob Liefeld for us. Like that's our thing. But we can't do it every day, or else no one would show. Like the 10 people that are here now would not be here, right?
Remember the Francesca Ramsey videos I did?
Oh God!
Those were classics. Those are classics.
Yeah. I
Poe's still here. Hey, Poe.
I am still here. Yeah.
This is a guy responsible for ruining your timeline.
I don't know about his timeline.
I love dude. When you followed me, I was hyped, man.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know you were following me.
Yeah, me and Adol Wolf, man. We were like, we'd always copy your tweets and send it to each other on Discord. Like, yo, look at fucking Poe's Law. So when you retweeted one of my things, I was like, what? And then you're like, yeah, you want to do a show, which is tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we're gonna.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool, dude. No, that's awesome, dude. I do lurk a lot though. That's the thing is online, people always get shocked when I show up at their like live stream or whatever, and I'm like, dude, it's not like everything's hidden. You know what I mean? So yeah.
No, I mean, look, I honestly, someone like you know Jay, right? Like who does like she showed me that you had followed her, so I went to your page and you had followed me, and we were both surprised, so we both followed you back. But like honestly, like I've gotten a bunch of people just following me out of nowhere, and just me not knowing until like I just happened to notice that someone pointed out to me, like Shoe on Head. I think some black guy followed me a while ago, and then like a bunch of people just like followed me out of nowhere. I was like, and like they didn't even like message me, or they just like followed me. I was like, okay, I guess I'll follow back. This is how it was.
You post like you're a good like shocking like thing to follow. Like when I scroll through and you post something, it's funny. It's like I love the fact
and disturbs me.
Yeah, dude, there's been some stuff where I'm like, oh, dude, what a fucking like I did not want to see that.
That's fair. That is entirely fair. To be honest,
but don't stop doing that because that's why I like your fucking Twitter feed. You know?
I took
like a show.
Yeah. It was like for starting New Year's, I was just making a game of it because like I noticed that my follower count kept going up, and I was trying to see like how many people could I like scare away, and I just kept posting more and more cringe shit, starting from New Year's because I'm like, you know what, I don't like this amount of followers. How do I decrease it? So I just started posting more and more,
and that increased the follower count.
I would have like 250 people follow me in a couple, unfollow me in a couple days, and then 1,000 people follow me that same week. Literally, I checked the metrics. It was like 200 people followed me, unfollowed me 1 week. 1,000 people followed me that same week, and it just kept repeating itself and repeating itself. Like I've actually dialed back some of the cringe from my old account because I realized that me taking it to that high level only attracted more people.
Why did you want less followers?
Like I didn't want because I got suspended. I got mass reported on my last account, and Twitter wouldn't get back to me because they claimed I did targeted harassment, which is something I don't do. But the reason I didn't want more followers was that exact same reason because I knew some people were gonna get mad at some stuff I posted and just like mass report me.
Mass report, yeah.
But yeah, hey, but if I could cut in here, I gotta get going. So I just wanted to say my goodbyes. Thanks.
Oh yeah, man.
No problem.
Thanks for coming on the show, Warski.
Thanks for setting it up, Henny.
Yeah, I think it's been a really fun episode.
Definitely had a lot of fun, totally.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I got beef. I got a couple of promo on you, Poselaw.
What's the beef?
Why ain't you following me back, homie? You were following me on your old account, and now you got your new account. You too cool?
No, that's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. I just did not see. I did not notice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're too cool.
No, Denny, he's saying that's not true at all.
Following me.
Hold on, Denny, he's saying that's not true at all. He didn't follow you on his old account either.
You're just trying to hurt me. All of you are trying to hurt me. I do so much.
We love you, Denny.
I care so hard. All right.
What hard?
Well, have a good rest of the show, guys. I got to cut out.
Have a good one, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you soon.
See you, Denny.
Guys.
All right, man. Have a good one. All right. Well. We're about in the closing segment. Mr. Andy Warski, thank you so much for donating so much of your time to the show. We had no idea. I expected a 10-15 minute call, but I really enjoyed it. And
I'm sorry if I yapped too much.
Dude, you're fine. We have no problem with that. In fact, I was about to extend. If at any point in time you want to drop in, we leave the call-in room open. If we see you in there, we'll pull you in.
Cool.
Just like the kill stream, only low energy. We do.
I bring enough energy, I guess.
You do. I love it. I didn't even. I only had to have 2 whiskeys for this entire show. It's great.
I'm on my second whiskey right now. Yeah, nice.
All right. What you drinking? What are you drinking?
Oh, what are you drinking?
I'm having some Crown Royal.
Oh, okay.
With some Coke.
Well. As a Canadian, I'll accept that.
I wish.
I'm drinking some Game of Thrones edition Lagavulin 9-year.
Nice. I also had Appleton, with cranberry. It's fucking good.
Okay.
Oh, Appleton Estate rum.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, that one's a solid drink.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
Yeah, but I want to. Thank you for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Always, man. Like I said, we wanted to talk about the Ethan Van Sciver thing because it relates to comics, but to pass up the opportunity to talk to the one and only Andy Warski would be the dumbest thing I've ever done on this show. And I've had 2 drunk streams.
Well,
I've had 2 drunk streams.
And you
already.
hired me as your co-host.
The hired implies that I pay. Let's not be that formal. You keep showing up, and I keep letting you on the air. Let's be real. Anyway, Mr. Warski,
and I take the piss, Warski, but I am enjoying the new content.
Do you?
No, for sure. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like it.
Can we get a gunshot send off? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, once.
Fellow Canadian here.
Hold on, Matt
What up?
Christie. Matt
Oh.
Christie needs to talk with you.
All right, cool.
I just want to say hi, buddy. I have followed you for a long time. Here and there, and the Ralph thing and your thing with Tonka was freaking hilarious. 'cause,
Amazing.
Amazing. Well, it was amazing. Amazing.
Have you seen
It was
the?
brilliant. I was
have-
just there right after the Kumite stopped, probably about the same time I'm at church. Basically, is about when I got introduced to you.
Have you seen the new Tonka, the Tonka doll?
Is he still around? If you want to drop that in the Discord,
someone has made.
I think I got some memes on it. But
yeah, somebody drop that in the Discord. I'll pull it up on air.
Fuck, dude, I'm a fucking warrior in the fucking second world meme war.
No. Oh my god! I got my stripes. Here, I'll put it in general chat in your Discord.
That's fine. Yeah, I got it. I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
If you're in general there, it's the Tonka doll.
I'll pull it up.
Scared of Andy Warski. World's famous coward.
Where's the lie though? Where's the lie? He comes with that metal buffalo and the bottle of OxyContin, guys.
Yeah, he's released the Dick Masterson doll. The quartering doll is hilarious.
Dick Masterson doll.
Thanks for having me though.
Hey, thanks.
Yo, Paul.
All right, see you later, Paul.
Hey, have a great night, pal.
Hey, I look forward to Digital Blackface tomorrow on Poe's Laws podcast.
Yeah, that's funny. Sorry, I had onto a tangent there. But freaking, I'm gonna be on Digital Blackface tomorrow. I'm gonna be talking about more about my my OnlyFans thing, which
You're doing an OnlyFans thing, eh?
He has an anti-porn person coming on.
No,
and
Matt.
we're having a debate.
You're having that debate again?
Oh yeah.
Porn is bad.
But it's gonna be
Fuck
fun.
yeah.
It's not gonna be a real fun. It's not gonna be a real debate. Like I'm not there to convince anyone who hates porn to like it. I'm just gonna explain why it's amazing.
Matt, you didn't know, but Andy Warski, his whole stick now is reviewing video game and OnlyFans. People are sending him their nudes.
Very well.
He wakes up. He wakes up in the morning and people are in his DMs saying, "Will you please review my nudes?"
Again, Andy, can I be your apprentice?
Yeah. And that the subculture. Tomorrow I got the Resident Evil. I have to work on it tonight, but the Resident Evil 3 video. So that's gonna be cool. It's about the type of fear. The type of fear.
You're still at the same YouTube thing.
Well, Warski is the OnlyFans thing, so you can just search Andy
drop
Warski
a link
and you'll
in
see
the
it.
Discord there. And
Yeah. And
that way I can make sure I'm probably subscribed because I do watch a lot of your shit. So
yeah,
I watch a lot of everything. So
I'll link the new video here, and I got the new one coming in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, you can always pop links in there, and we'll always spread it around too, right? So
yeah.
Don't be afraid, man.
So there's the channel there.
I usually share most of his links with my fuck yeah memes.
Like it or not, fuck them, right? I don't care.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, I love what I'm doing right now.
Matt's been smoking. Matt's been smoking more left-handed cigarettes since he's been quarantined.
What I wanted to come on and say is that I'm actually quite impressed of how you changed, from the Tonka Soft thing, when you were going to fight him where he never showed up, and you were doing it, dude. Fucking, that was pretty awesome, and that was great.
Let me ask.
I know you went through a bit of a time.
Real quick. Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question that nobody else has asked. Mr. Andrew Warski, Race Warski, the man, the Canadian. The American dream.
Too.
Do you think you could have beaten Tonkasaw if he had shown up?
Oh, that's not even a question.
Nobody's asked you. Nobody has asked that question since the end of the fight. Like a lot of people have even made jokes that you didn't think you could.
Oh, dude. Bro, and if you think
I just want to hear you shit talk more.
Well, I was doing decent. There by working out, right?
Yeah.
I've still been working out. I'm like my biggest and heaviest I've been from being fit.
I was just upset you cut your hair and
the last year of my life has been I've been eating I eat well now, and I quit smoking cigarettes and I work out all the time. So now I'm different.
You cut your hair and
Dude,
you killed the Jesus Race Warski
to a pack a day.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So I'm hoping to be
zero.
within a month. I hope to be free of cigarettes.
It's hard, yeah, dude.
It's fucking hard. I know.
But to be honest, with the coronavirus thing going around, I just haven't had the effort to go out and buy smokes because I put on gloves and masks when I did the store and shit.
Yeah,
I haven't had the effort to do that, and then I just stopped smoking. I haven't smoked, I think, a cigarette in a month. I had stopped before for a little bit, and then the coronavirus thing sort of helped me make it easy to elongate it. Now I have no want to smoke, and I don't even smoke. I gave my sister the Juul. I'm I don't even want nicotine, so I've been nicotine free for 2 months.
That's good.
Well,
what did you do
as a professional tobacconist? I have to say, how dare you?
What did you do when Justin Trudeau's wife
I smoke weed all the time, though. I smoke weed every day.
Uncle A would be very proud.
Well, let me ask, what did you do when Justin Trudeau's wife creeped into your DMs?
I asked her OnlyFans.
Thank you, Mr. Andy Warski, for coming on.
Thank you.
And spending some time with us. Mr. Matt Christie, thank you for coming on. Atomic Denny, Posed Law, Panboy Soy Child, Dong Lover, War Campaign in the chat. Everybody for jumping in.
Everybody here in the chat, please take care. Just don't be stupid. Obviously, that's why they're not stupid. But
don't be an ass. Wear your mask.
Don't panic. Fuck.
Don't go licking doorknobs.
Stop panicking. Don't go licking doorknobs or toilet seats.
That's right. But special thanks to Andy Warski for coming on and donating so much of his time to the show. We really appreciate it, sir. And we again invite you
guys.
on
All right.
in the future.
Have a nice night.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. Stay in touch. Bye, guys.
All right, later.
Thanks a lot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hail War Campaign in the chat. I appreciate you guys showing up. Even though there was some disagreements in the beginning, I feel like we reached a pretty good ending. I feel like we reached a pretty safe neutral ending for everybody.
Look at that.
Yeah,
we're like fucking Mahatma Gandhi. We brought people together. It was a nice,
we spread some peace
resolution.
in the time of Corona.
We're going to go to bed with surrounded by naked women.
Mahatma Gandhi.
I don't know what either one of you just said. I did disagree with both.
Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah, I thought it was his name. So
no, it was
Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah.
Oh, Mahatma Gandhi. I got you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Got him.
Sorry, I grew up.
We had our little
discussion.
Mrs.
Church.
We had
only lick people from 6 feet away.
That's right. We had our little discussion.
And ladies in the chat, you know I can do that.
He can actually. I've seen the DMs. Anyway. Thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks everybody for jumping in and contributing. Also, we know the outcome to the original topic of the show. Skateman wins hands down by using the.
Nah. That's a fucking sneak attack. We're gonna
I
have to
tried.
finish this debate
I
Friday
tried.
tomorrow.
I tried.
Don't think you can sneak that shit past me, motherfucker.
I tried. Okay, give me that. Anyway, I appreciate it.
Home anytime she goes away. I know, 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 I know. Hey, I ought to leave the young thing alone, but ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no